लॉकडाऊन शाळांची जरा परिस्थिती अवघडच आहे, तशी आपली परिस्थिती बिकट आहे. जर परीक्षा येऊ लागल्यास तर त्या परीक्षा जायला सिलेबसवरती असणार आहे आणि तो सिलेबस म्हणजे आपण शिकवतोय तोच. तुम्ही अभ्यास करावा, तुम्हाला अगोदर वेळोवेळी ज्या टेस्ट आहेत त्या सोडवाव्यात, तुम्ही पर्सनल अभ्यास करावा, ज्या शंका असतील त्या विचाराव्यात, पर्सनली किंवा ग्रुपवर टाकाव्यात, तुम्हाला उत्तर निश्चित मिळेलच. तर रेस्पिरेशन टॉपिक आपण पूर्ण बघितला. त्यानंतर सर्क्युलेशन सुरू केलेलं आहे. आता सर्क्युलेशनचा पार्ट सेकंड आहे. सो नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट द रिमेनिंग पार्ट ऑफ सर्क्युलेटरी सिस्टम ऑफ सर्क्युलेशन. The last period we have discussed about the blood cells or structures from the blood, on which many questions may be asked for the 1 mark for the MCQ to the broad question. Broad question like describe the types of WBCs. Maybe granulocytes, maybe organocytes for the 4 marks. Compare between types of granulocytes and organocytes. So from that blood composition, one part was remaining, that is the plasma. When that in adult person about 4 to 6 liters of blood is present, from which 55% plasma. Plasma, which is straw color, viscous, slightly alkaline, slightly heavier than water, in which different components are present. All these components are dissolved in the water. Percentage of water which is about 90%, in which different proteins are present. These proteins, their amount is about 7 to 8%, like serum albumin, serum globulin, fibrinogen, like proteins are present. Then different inorganic salts, means ions are present, calcium, carbonates, bicarbonates, like different ions are present, sodium, potassium, ions are present, and their percentage is about 1%. And other substances are present. Other substances 1 to 2%, which includes different types of food components, different types of waste, enzymes present in the blood. Then gases, carbon dioxide, water, all these are included in this plasma, in which blood cells are embedded. Given that there are 3 types of blood cells: RBC, WBC, and thrombocytes. RBCs are related with the transport of gases. Then WBCs are related with protection of our body. And thrombocytes are also related with protection of body. But by which method? By blood clotting. There will be question on the blood clotting for the 2 marks. Steps involved in the blood clotting or definition of blood clotting. What about blood clotting? Simply, blood is a fluid connective tissue. That means blood found in fluid state, which is converted into solid state. That process is nothing but blood clotting. This blood clotting which protects our body damage, which prevents undue loss of blood and saves our life. So this process is in a particular stepwise manner, in which 13 factors are included. In these 13 factors, 6 factors which is inactive, remaining 12 factors collectively forms blood clot or blood clot. That process is called as blood clotting. It is a physiological process, and the time required for the clotting of the blood is called as blood clotting time, which ranges from 2 minutes to 9 to 10 minutes. This process starts due to the damage to the body cell or to the blood vessel. These are the 2 factors, intrinsic or extrinsic. Means damage to the tissue or body cell extrinsic factor or damage to the blood vessel, which is called as intrinsic factor. These two factors are responsible for the blood clotting, in which these different factors are working, and ultimately there is a blood clotting. What happens when by any factor there is a damage to the blood vessel, to the body tissue? Then thromboplastin, which is present in the blood platelets, which stimulates to produce enzyme thrombokinase. This thrombokinase acts on the inactive form, that is the prothrombin, and this prothrombin is converted to thrombin. This thrombin activates fibrinogen, that is a soluble form which remains in the plasma and converted into the fiber. This fiber forms mass or nail at the site where there is puncture, and in which different blood vessels and tissues are stopped or trapped and collectively forms blood clot or blood. In this way, undue loss of blood is prevented. Entry of foreign material, foreign organisms which may lead into the infection, which is avoided. So, which is important. Then we will discuss about another participant of the blood circulatory system. Before this, we have discussed about the blood. Then about the heart. Our heart, which is important blood propelling organ. That means unidirectional flow of the blood is maintained due to the activity of this heart. The position of the heart, our heart, which is situated in the thoracic cavity, in between the two lungs, below the sternum bone. So position is called as mediastinum. That position is called as mediastinum. Our heart generally, which is situated below the sternum bone, but its lower end slightly tilted towards the left. Its size about our fist. Weight, which is about 300 grams in the adult male, while in the female, which is about 250 grams. This heart, which is reddish brown color, hollow muscular organ, which is very important. Heart, which is formed from embryonic mesoderm, which is formed from special type of muscles called as cardiac muscles. Those are only present in the heart, so called as cardiac muscles. This heart, which is covered by sac-like protective covering, which is present around the heart, so called as pericardium. Peri means around, cardium means heart. Pericardium. This pericardium, which is formed from two layers. Outer layer is called as fibrous pericardium, which is formed from connective tissue layer, which is protective in function, and inside it there is a presence of serous pericardium. This serous pericardium, which is again divided into two layers. One which is close to the heart, which is present close to the epicardium, which is called as visceral serous pericardium, and another layer which is close to the fibrous pericardium, which is called as parietal pericardium. In between these two layers there is a space which is called as pericardial space, and which is filled by pericardial fluid. Which is filled by pericardial fluid. This fluid and space act as lubricating material as well as mechanical shock absorbing material. So pericardium, which is important in the sense protection of this delicate important circulatory organ heart. Our heart wall, which is formed from three layers. Three layers. Heart wall formed from three layers. Outermost layer, which is close to the visceral pericardium, called as epicardium. Middle, there is a thick layer of muscles called as myocardium, which is specially formed from cardiac muscles, and this muscle helps in the contraction and relaxation of the heart. And innermost, which is called as endocardium. Epicardium and endocardium both are formed from single layer of the cells, and the cells are squamous epithelial cells. On the endocardium, there are some structures are present called as chordae tendineae. These are about heart wall, its layers. Then about structure of our heart, that is an external morphology. This is our heart, which is broad towards the distal end and tapering at closed structure, that is the tilted towards this structure, that tilted towards the left. That is the proximal part, and distal part, which is broad. Basically, this heart, which is divided into two regions. That is atria and ventricle. Atria, those are distally present towards the broad base, and proximal thick walled tapering ventricles are present. These atria and ventricles are separated externally with the help of one marking or shallow groove called as atrioventricular sulcus. There is a shallow groove by which atria and ventricles are separated or distally marked called as atrioventricular sulcus. With that, atria are two, left atrium and right atrium. Like that, two ventricles are present. Two ventricles means left ventricle and right ventricle. These ventricles are also distinctly observed externally due to the presence of sulci, dorsal and ventral sulci. These all sulci are related with carrying these blood vessels over the heart. So, two types of blood vessels: coronary arteries and coronary veins. Coronary artery supply blood to the wall of the heart, while coronary veins collects blood from the wall of the heart. As well as there is distinct observation of these blood vessels. These are the blood collecting blood vessels, and these are the blood distributing blood vessels. Is the pulmonary trunk, which arises from the base of right ventricle, which carries blood towards the lungs for the purification. This structure is called as aorta, which arises from the base of left ventricle, carries oxygen oxygenated blood to the different parts of the body. Each, that means this structure, which is called as artery, pulmonary artery, which is divided into two branches, that is left and right branch. Left pulmonary artery and right pulmonary artery. Left carries blood for the oxygen to the left lung, right carries blood for the oxygen to the right lung. Then about aorta. This aorta, which is divided into three branches. Aorta, divided into three branches. One is the ascending aortic aorta. Second is the descending aorta, and second, third, aortic arch. Descending, ascending, and aortic arch. These are the three branches. These two structures, aorta and pulmonary drum, are connected to each other or bind with the help of ligamentum arteriosum. Ligamentum arteriosum. Then this aortic arch, which is divided into three branches. That is, these three branches supply blood to the upper region of the body, and these are nothing but brachiocephalic or innominate. Second, left carotid and left subclavian. These are the three branches formed from aortic arches. Then about right atrium. The right atrium, this part, which is no doubt both aortas are blood receiving chambers. In this left aorta, pulmonary veins opens. Two pairs of pulmonary veins open, pouring oxygenated blood in the right atria. Three blood collecting blood vessels, that is superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, and coronary sinus opens into this right atrium, which is deoxygenated blood. So this is about external morphology of the heart. Then we will discuss afterwards about the internal structure of heart. Now we will stop here.